Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, where so many great events have unfolded over the years, and today this crowd is charged up for a big USC Trojans home game. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see a team that made use of a bye week, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Ducks will kick this away to start us off. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So the USC Trojans offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And Kirk, here comes the star tight end. There's so much emphasis in college football on using this position creatively. And, man, this guy's as good as any of them.
Yeah, you nailed it, Chris. We've seen tight ends have a big impact in college football in the past, but what this guy is doing right now is unbelievable. Speed of a wide receiver, size and power of an offensive lineman. We're looking at a freak out there today.
Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
It's a first down for USC's offense. Nice job up front and an outstanding run here by this running back. What great tradition that USC has of running the football and having great backs. And it's beautiful to see another good one here today.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Passes the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Trojans. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
See if they can revert the point after. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Ducks offense comes out for their first possession today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players, just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
On first down, it's play action. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Looks like he's going to run it. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Oh, man, this is a tough play for this defense. They have the offense right where they want them on third down. They get the pressure, but they don't account for the quarterback and his ability to scramble and create. Picks up a first down to keep this drive alive.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Same tailback, another carry. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up for this offense. To the air, it's Gabriel. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. This middle linebacker can play all over the field. That's how they bring him in the blitz, and he gets home.
Yeah, usually you think of this middle linebacker as kind of a sideline-to-sideline player defending the run, but here the timing and the instincts as a blitzer coming right through the middle of that offensive line, and he gets to the quarterback.
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The defense recovers the fumble.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This backs vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And they finally bring him down at the 5. The offense really threatening now.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Man, looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern California. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. There would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's low. Tackled at the 12. Coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Makes the grab. It's James. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And completion makes it second and short. To throw, it's Gabriel. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
You call a quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Gets into space at the 50. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Ducks line up on 1st and 10 now. And they hand it off to the back. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Ducks keep the football on the move. Hand off to the back. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. And it's good from 56 yards.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. First down here for this offense. He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll run it here. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they've got so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. We're going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen, both won the Heisman Trophy.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On the run, it's Peterson. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And that is incomplete, but there's a flag down. Did the receiver push off?
Pass interference. Offense.
This time the pass interference call goes against the offense. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and it'll cost the offense 5. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And the defense brings him down. Now it's second down here. Handoff here from the shotgun. He'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line to give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Trojans with first and 10 here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so second and 6. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
On third and short, they hand the ball off. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The tuck strategy here.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
And the Trojans will line up now. It's first and goal. Now someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards.
False start. Offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. It's a new set of downs, and it's first and goal for the offense.
Here we go.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Third and goal, try to make it on the ground. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USC. And now they'll set up for the point after.
Well, when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to third and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, there in the shadows of the Hollywood sign, you've been watching quite a drama of your own. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. And the Trojans will kick this deep to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Couldn't find anybody open. He just has to throw it away.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
The Ducks will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Try to run it with the option. They'll toss it to the back. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big game that time. That's great execution.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. No huddle here for the offense. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Second down after that previous play. They're going to run it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it. The Ducks will bring their punt team onto the field. And finally, we have a punt, the first of the game for either team. Running it back, it's Branch. And the returner will be brought down. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of.
False start.
They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important second down play coming up. They'll hand it off. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. And the Trojans will bring their punt team onto the field. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
To the air, it's Gabriel. And he's got his man open downfield. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40. The Ducks will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And the Ducks pick up enough for a first down here. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's got it. Tackle made quickly at the 11 for the offense in the red zone now.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Ball handed off. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Single back, takes the handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Across the 45 now. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
And I love how... motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big play.
Touchdown, SC. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line. Should have just taken a knee. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum. And a chance at a big play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? To throw, it's Gabriel. This time, a completion. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy, a guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws, and Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
Finding enough space for a solid game before they stop it. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Touchdown, Oregon. Strong game by this quarterback. A tight end is a matchup nightmare for this defense, Kirk, and they made him pay that time.
This tight end is so dangerous, and he's trying to remind his quarterback, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Receivers are getting most of the attention from this secondary, but I bet now they're going to be a lot more focused on what this guy can do.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's found some room at the 45. That is a big play. Finally brought down at the 44. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
And the Trojans begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They're going to run it. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
Well, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Physical run earns the first down.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. First down here for this offense. Ball handed off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Now the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Trojans line up with a 1st and goal. Here's the handoff, 1st and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Here's the point after attempt. The extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Robinson. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here. Just playing for pride at this point. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They stop him at the 22, but that's important breathing room on this drive. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The offense decides to just spike the ball here.
The pass falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking downfield. It's Gabriel. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it for a big gain. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down. The Ducks looking to use the up-tempo offense here. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can. Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
The offense really clicking here. The sure hands. It's Ferguson. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. And he'll set up to throw. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback drops back. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the PAT makes the lead 11, 35-24. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Not much the defense can do here. Time to just kneel down and take the victory home. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And the single back takes the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. There's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things that they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.